It is said that when you collect all 7 Overlords, the legend will rise and grant you a perfect wish. Teehee!
Hi everyone, this is Cardfight Vanguard. It's me, Leon, and with me today it's Cap.
Yo!
And today, finally,
Somebody's excited.
it's been too long.
It's been too long. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, okay, today we have something that what everyone has been waiting for, especially that everyone who plays Kagero in particular. And once again, we have another Dragonic Overlord
Boost.
This
This is the G Legend deck, Kai Toshiki Overlord Blaze, the Overlord Blaze. So this is what we have right in front of me. This guy is bouncing with excitement. Point.
Yeah.
But yes, he's been waiting for a long time. So this is, as he mentioned, is a boost to Kagero, and we actually have the Legend deck with us as well. So let's just go straight into what the box has to offer us. Now, if you look at the surface right here, we'll tilt it up for you so that the light shines. You can sort of see the SP treatment that the box got right on top, all right there.
And if you actually got the box itself, you can also feel on top there is the Overlord, the Overlord Blaze thing protruding out just like a SP4 as well.
Yes, it's like a ghost text that you can actually see right there. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but yeah, there is a ghost text for Overlord Blaze right there.
Correct.
So
I'm not sure did the Ren Legend deck got the same treatment?
No, it didn't get the, no, it may have gotten the SP treatment, but maybe not the
wording treatment.
Yeah, not the wording treatment.
Okay.
So, Overlord Blaze also.
So this is the
front of it, so right there. Front of it. The Overlord Blaze, Kai Toshiki.
Yeah, whatever.
And all the details right here. So we'll just turn this to the side right now. Vanguard G right over there.
And then it tells you the
side.
contents inside.
Yep. So it tells you all the contents. This is the deck list over here, and more of the other information we can't read at the time right now. So, but this is what is inside the Legend deck that it is. So we have the storage case itself. Yep, right over here. We have the decks, the deck boxes over here. Yep. The sleeves, which there are 70 of them now, since they upped it up to 70 as of right now. So instead of the usual 60. And then we have the clan card with a Kai in front, with Kai printed in front as well. Yep. We have 2 promo cards,
which is 2 DAs.
Yeah, which is 2 Dragonic Overlord.
Whoever got this set is basically lucky lah.
Yep. And then the last one, which I cannot
the power counter.
The power counters deck. So
it comes with 2 sides as well.
They come with 2 sides as per normal. And this is all with the deck as well, the actual deck itself. So we'll go to this side, you'll see just the information on Cardfight Vanguard, market, whatever. So let's open this up like the treasures it is.
Okay, now what we have is Kai's manly stomach.
Manly.
And then as well as Overlord's manly crotch.
So on the side here we have Harlem, right? And
Novel Vic,
which actually continues right at the bottom, so you'll get Novel Vic's crotch. The point area, so
emphasizing
on that, and then we have the
bar,
bar right over there, the new bar over there. So
even the sides also got the SP treatments on.
Yeah, even the sides also has the SP treatment if you can see against the light over there. So let's not dilly dally, let's open the box right now. It's pretty tight. Alright.
Okay. Alright, so what do we have here is that, as you can see, it's a deck itself that has legend on the right in front, the foil. And then next is the protectors of 17. It's a lot thicker, as you can see from here.
It's quite thicker than 70 of them right there. So at the same time also the consistent printing that I mentioned in the past starter sets as well is consistent here as well.
Yeah.
And then the deck box itself, which Kai in front with Vortex Desire, if you can see, Vortex Desire. And then there's the legend right back there, Novel Vic Express over there. Bottom there's just Vanguard G. Yeah, just Vanguard G right there. So.
And then at the same time here is the promo. Inside the promo also contains the clan card. And the power counters are all in this pack as well.
Yeah, so 2 promos right here. And the last thing that we have is the cardboard, which does nothing. So you can
just messing with you. The actual last thing in here is actually the playmat.
Yes.
And the history of the Overlord series cards and some basic combo you can do. But first of all, I will show you the basic combo and whatever else. So here, as you can see, the history of the other versions of the Overlords and some of the basic combo you can actually do with the deck, which we'll go into that later. And of course, the playmat side which is a lot more sexier.
Sexier, but is it immersive?
It is very immersive indeed. But
how is it immersive? Because there's no circles at all. You don't see the circle. It's just the plain art itself.
all you need is the Overlord.
No, all you need is the image.
Yes, image. That's what Kai was. Okay, on the alternative side, you can also use this as a poster, whichever you like. Since it doesn't have the Vanguard circle, so you can just use that for the other ones.
And now, for the man of the hour, we have the deck itself. But let's just check the top thing here. Oh, there's nothing. Okay, it's fine. Alright, so we'll just get straight into the deck. Let me just move this out of the way so I have more arm room here. And so, the man, the legend, Dragonic Overlord, the legend.
Yeah.
What would Ocelot say? Let the legend come back to life.
Yes. No sue us, please.
I think they'll still be proud of us. So, all right. So let's just count it out right here. So, oops, we have
4 Overlords.
And we've got 4 Lex Press. No need to just put them in one stack. Yeah, okay. Just put them in one stack.
1 for each, apparently.
Each card in here, one of the copies is a foil, so it's consistent with the
Ren Legend deck.
As well, which has the same treatment. We got 2 Vortex Desires over here.
But this is a bit different because from the original Ren Legend deck, they only have 4 strikes, which is just for Diablos. And then you get a promo, a Grim Recruiter, along with it. But however, this set apparently completes you with 8 strikes right off the bat. That means 4 express.
6. 4 strikes if you count the promo as well.
If you count the Ace.
Yep. And so next we have Ember Dragon Midnight. So it actually comes back. We'll get more into the card text specifically, but right now we're just showing you what's in here. We have 3 bars over here.
Like how I loved to run it back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. This one goes there. So sure. Alright. Okay. Following the numbering here based on the actual card list that we have. Alright. So then we have Harlim, 4 of them. We've got Berserk Lord Dragon over here, so that's 4 of them as well. Yeah, 4 of them. 1 4 as always. 4 Tars. So 2 Monicas.
And 4 Conroe.
And 4 Lizard General Conroe. General Colonel, I'm not sure. 1 or 2, we'll get into that. So then for Perfect Guards, again, just like Neman, we have 4 Airmos as your PG. And they have the same skill. This is the starter, Undo. Alright, so now we'll go into the triggers itself, which is actually pretty special. While they don't have skills, what we find cool about it is actually the references that they have. So the first one is the critical, which is Goku. Yeah, so Goku.
Satan Tyson.
Yeah, Satan Tyson.
Which in Chinese is 齐天大圣.
Yes.
Yep. The monkey.
Yeah, he dropped down from grade 3 to a critical grade 0, so he got demoted. So.
But this is actually from the Journey to the West references. They
Sayuki as well references as well, because they have both names in there as well. So in a way, so then the next one is Hakai.
Tempo Gensui.
Hakai as well. Tempo Gensui Hakai. So again, it's a critical trigger. So this runs an 8 critical deck. This is an 8 critical deck basically. Then your draw triggers, we have Gojo.
Gojo from grade 1 became a 0.
Yeah, what's the full name?
Okay, actually their full name was, what I said earlier was not their full name. Okay, the full name for Goku is actually,
you said it, Satan Tyson.
No, that one is his title back in the deck. Yeah, this is Satan Master Goku.
Satan Master Goku as well.
Hakai is basically Tempo
Master. Yeah, so Hakai. Tempo Master Hakai. Then we have
Kenren Master Gojo.
And then the last one is a heal trigger, which is Sanzo, which is a Sanzo Master Genjo. Yes. So Genjo gets redesigned as a more better unit and to fit with the lore of the triggers as well. So this is pretty interesting.
At the same time, unlike the Ren Legend deck, the trigger does not have any abilities.
Yes. Yep. So they all are just plain triggers, but it's fine that they don't have triggers because everything else will have the trigger effect. Everything else that's not a trigger actually has skill. So we'll go into that one by one. So we'll go down the list from my side. So we'll start off with the first one.
With Novelvic.
Novelvic Express.
Yeah, most people's a nightmare. Basically, Choset Shinryu, Novelvic Rex Express.
Lex Press. Novel Vague Lex Press. So it's a strike, it's a great 4. So what does the strike do, Leon?
Okay, what the strike does is that it's a GB2 skill, counterblast 1 and choose one face down Novel Vague from your G zone and turn it face up. During this turn, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, your opponent cannot guard with grade 1 from their hand. Unlike the usual, they say grade 1 and above, but Novel is specifically grade 1. So your opponent can still use 0s and 2 to block.
2s and 3s if they have intercept as well. Intercepts also count as well.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, basically from hand. Wait, don't they have a second skill as well?
Yes, he still has a continuous skill.
Yeah, what's the other continuous skill?
If your opponent's at 5 damage, trigger will be nullified.
Okay, so it's homage to the old Novel Vague. Dragonic Novel Vague, that's the old name, Dragonic Novel Vague.
Yes.
So it's homage to that in the fact that your triggers actually doesn't work as long as he's the Vanguard cycle, so during your turn.
Yeah, that's the old grade 4's ability. But for this one, it's basically your opponent must be at 5 for that thing to work. So in the case that let's say your opponent's at 4 damage and then you try check a critical and it's on hit and you already hit in, he's gone.
Yeah, he's pretty much dead.
He's dead. You can just back up.
Well, he finally, it's safe to say he finally became the stride that he needs to be. Yeah, that he's always wanted to be. So
and it's a stride that Kagero deserves.
We'll see. Let's see what the other one has. So, what's the next one that we have here?
Next one we have here is Supreme Heavily Emperor Dragon Vortex Desire. And Haten Kyoryu, Vortex Desire. Emperor Dragon, I messed up, sorry. But yeah, basically Vortex Desire is the originally being Dragon Nuke. Okay, Vortex Dragon Nuke. Your skill is a bit special. Okay, what it does is that turn over a G unit, and then when this card attack hits, destroy grade 2 and below on your opponent's field for the number of Flame Dragons in your Vanguard circle.
Yes.
Okay, how does it work actually is basically, let's say that you strike on Legend. Okay, Legend is counted as 1.
Flame
Dragon, and then Vortex Desire is counted as 1. So that means you destroy 2 on hit. But let's say I'm in Legion, let's say I'm using
Dragonic Overlord the Great. So
Dragonic Overlord or Vortex Dragon Nuke.
Yep.
Okay. What happens is that this is counted as 3, including its Legion mate, which is a Flame Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless your mate is not a Flame Dragon, then the skill wouldn't kick.
Yep.
But you'll still be the minimum destroy 2 lah.
Yep.
Then next we have Emperor Dragon Midnight. Yeah.
So nostalgia for me because my build was a Ember Dragon back then. So back when I played a lot of Kagero before I shifted over to Nova Grappler. So Ember Dragon Midnight. So I believe the skill is that it's a GB1. Counterblast 1 is the cost. So when this unit appears in a Vanguard or Rearguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a grade 1 or less Rearguard. Choose one of your opponent's Rearguard, grade 1 or less Rearguard, and retire it. So it's a generic 1k destroyer. So I don't think it's anything.
1k, grade 1.
Sorry, grade 1 destroyer. So it's nothing different from what you're used to if you're a long-time Kagero player, like Leon. Yep. So you take it as you will. So, but to me, it's a nice addition to it. So I mean, comparatively against the Legend itself. So it's pretty good for the other 4 grade 3s that you have in here.
But then when you think about it, in comparison with the Ren Legend deck, the counterblast Barman card, who is actually on hit, the counterblast one is your deck for 1 grade 1 below and core, right?
Yeah.
So in comparison between the two, Barman card actually is more consistent in some way because of the threat. This is it comes out, it destroys. So usually when you write this card, it's quite useless on the first write.
Yeah. So now, speaking of the Legend, a few moments ago, the man himself.
Dragonic Overlord, the Legend.
Whoa!
I know, right? V has come to. Okay,
Woah Hooo intensifies.
Okay, what happens here is that
Dragonic Overlord, the Legend.
Yeah.
So
okay, like the Ren Legend deck, Diablo himself has a very special skill. As for him, he is of no exception. His skill, as a matter of fact, it's very different from what we initially thought it would be.
Yes.
So okay, remember what Legend deck does is that when you strike to Diablo units, it becomes any card can be a strike.
Any card can be a strike for that one, but let's focus more on the Kagero one. So
him, this guy, okay,
is a GB2.
He becomes the strike. So what happens is that counterblast 1, discard 1 grade 3 or higher Flame Dragon from your hand, and then he gets the following status of +1 grade at the same time +15k to himself, and then he plus 1 drive check. So he becomes
a triple drive.
Triple drive strike, grade 4. And then at the same time, he gains once per turn skill. When this card attacks the rear guard, you may drop 3 cards from your hand. After that, you can restand. Basically, it has the great skill. Or the Dragonic Overlord break right skill.
Yes.
But in exchange for instead of dropping 1 or drop 2, you drop 3. Because he drive checks 3, so I guess that's fair.
Yeah, so you gotta drop 3 as well. But when he becomes a strike right, take note that you have to drop a grade 3. You know, for him, Flame Dragon, you know, for him to turn into the all fake dragons. Yes. Yes. So in order for him to become the strike on GB2, you can't use strike for others because you're not using the skill to strike. You're actually using his skill to turn. So you got to pay the specific also. Just to clarify, there may be a confusion behind that, but just to clarify on that. So,
but at the same time, he also has an on right skill, which is Counter Blast 1. So Blast 1. Look at the top 5 of your deck and put a Flame Dragon into your hand. Yep.
So that should help you finding your Flame Dragons.
Correct. And put one Flame Dragon in your hand. So
and then you can keep. And then if you need to keep finding Flame Dragons, you can keep rewriting to keep on searching. So like for more legends, more of this, or whatever you want to mod it to. So right. So that's all the grade 3s and grade 4. So let's get to the supports for this. So we'll go with the grade 2.
Yep.
Right now. So this is Hiryu no Yoroi Bar, I believe.
Yep. Basically, Armor of Flame Dragon's Bar. Okay, what he does is I just did the English.
Yes, you did the English accent.
So whoops. That works too. Okay, what he does that on GB1. Okay, send one grade 3 or higher Flame Dragon from your drop zone back into your to the bottom of your deck. And after that, when this card goes into the intercept, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Plus 10k.
Yep. So then you choose a grade 3 Flame Dragon, a grade 3 or higher Flame Dragon from your drop zone and put it into the put it at the bottom of your deck, and after that it becomes a 15k interceptor. So, which is odd given what Bar used to be. I mean, yeah, Bar wasn't much back then, but you know,
Bar was AK vanilla.
It was AK vanilla, but this became an interceptor. So
okay, and then the way if you think about it, actually makes sense. I mean, but he is the embodiment of armor. What does armor do? Protect your face.
Fair enough. So fair enough. Yeah. So it does reflect on the fact that he's AK vanilla. So yes, he's the highest attack power.
I guess back in the day, he kind of slams the armor into your face.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have our most beloved Dragon Knight Nehalem, who is now Emperor Dragon Knight Nehalem.
Imperial Dragon Knight.
Imperial Dragon Knight, is it?
Yeah.
No, it's actually Emperor. Kyoru Kishi Nehalem.
Kyoru Kishi Nehalem. So
okay, what he does is that he is the main primary support like Doran and Claudius for the Diablo set. So what he does is that when you're on GB1, if your Vanguard is an Overlord, this card plus 2k, making him an 11k attacker and gains an additional skill on auto. Whenever your Vanguard, a grade 4 or higher Vanguard attacks a rear guard, just attacks, I mean, just attacking, this card plus 5k.
So through that, he actually goes from 9k to 16k as long as your grade 4 Vanguard is attacking. Okay, which is either on strike or the legend skill. So bounces back to.
At the same time, if let's say legend restands from his main skill from earlier, okay, he gets another additional 5k when legend attacks again. It's not a once a turn thing, so it's actually stackable.
Yeah, so it's actually stackable. So it goes from 16 to 21 and just keeps climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. Sorry, went to Everest.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so Berserk Lord Dragon is the next card that we have here. So
okay, the previous one was basically Berserk Dragon, who was a PT1 card. Okay, what it does is that Counter Blast, GB1 Counter Blast 1. When your grade 4 or higher Vanguard attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, you choose a grade 2 and below unit from your opponent's rearguard circle and retire it.
So when your Vanguard attacks and then you can blow stuff up. Oh, okay. I see how it goes. I see. So I just had like a future sight of things to come. So that is pretty good. This is things that
Kagero is missing.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that Kagero is actually missing. But of course, like, you need a grade 4 or higher Vanguard. So you gotta stride in order for stuff to happen. But it could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you see your future Kagero cards going.
Alright, but when you think about it, remember there is this FC RR Kagero strike that when your unit is destroyed, by a card ability, then you can chain destroy.
That would be Zam. So
Zam. This thing works well with Zam because he's the moment your grade 4 attacks, he can trigger.
And then after that, you'll be able to chain trigger to Zam as well. So
correct.
Right. So the next one, that's the grade 2s. Now we go to the grade 1s. This is Tar, Flame Spear of Flame Dragon Spear, I believe.
Spear of Flame Dragon.
Spear of Flame Dragon.
The same as the bar name. The Hiryu no Yari. Hiryu no Yari.
Yeah.
Okay. What it does is that again GB1, the 1 per turn. Blast 1, so blast 1. Choose one of your Vanguard. Choose one of your units plus 4k and gets a skill. When that card attacks Vanguard, you can search. You can let me just recall. Suddenly it got blocked again. Sorry.
Alright, so when the unit
okay, look at top 5. Yeah. Sorry.
So when the unit attacks the Vanguard, you look at the top 5. When you see it attacks the Vanguard, doesn't have to hit or anything.
Yep.
So as long as it attacks, you look at the top 5 cards from your deck. Search for a grade 3 Flame Dragon among them and show it to your opponent and put it to your hand. And after that, you shuffle your deck.
Alright.
So this is interesting in 2 ways. One, this is basically a Repulse Draco Kid's skill that's been transferred to Tar. So
at the same time, it also plus additional 4k, basically stabbing you in the face with soldering iron.
yes, and the second way that I mentioned is because I realized that you can actually use this to check your triggers, see whether they are really coming, and you know, if you're fearful that your triggers are not coming, this is a way for you to retranslate so you can reshuffle for your triggers. So that's kind of interesting how this thing works.
But when you think about it again, for example, like you're using the ace in your Vanguard circle and you so happen to run out of Overlords to drop in your hand, this card may just be able to save you.
Yeah, so that you'll be able to find that Overlord that you need to pay up for the cost. So
correct. Right, and then we have Dragon Partner Monica.
yes, Dragon Partner Monica. There's only 2 of you here.
My favorite.
Our favorite actually. So Monica is a legend.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so
on GB1, whenever she boosts a Flame Dragon, no matter Vanguard or Rearguard circle, someone is boosting a Flame Dragon, this card is a 10k booster. But it's just 3k lah.
So she becomes a 10k booster, so she's plus another 3k. The booster unit gets plus 3k. So it's actually a 10k booster to any Flame Dragon that you have. So go crazy. We won't tell you. You guys can pretty much imagine for yourself how you can use Dragon Partner Monica. She is probably the best partner that you could ever have.
I know, right? Okay, and then we have
Conroe.
Lizard General Conroe.
Lizard General Conroe. So this is a bit unique for in Vanguard as well, because the first skill that he has is that you choose a grade 3 in your hand and show it to your opponent and reveal it. That's the cost. So when this unit is played to the Vanguard circle from your hand, you may pay the cost. If you do, search a deck for a unit name for grade 3 unit with Overlord in its name. Show it to your opponent, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Then after that, choose what card your hand and discard. This is actually the Strike Force skill. The most Strike Force skill hat where you can actually find a specific Vanguard that you are probably missing or maybe needing to find as well. But the difference is that its second skill, which is much more better than any Strike Force that we could ever have won. So the second skill is that retire this unit. That's the cost, is inactive. When your Overlord choose one of your Overlord Vanguards. Yeah, choose one of your Vanguards with Overlord in its name. For that turn, it gets the skill. When this unit attacks, countercharge 2.
Yep, which is very very helpful for a lot of the Overlord decks considering how they are played out.
Yes.
And especially because of its main text, the first text he has, okay, it works for any Overlord decks you are playing.
So any of the old stuff that you have, again, go crazy. We don't need to tell you how to do this. You can pretty much imagine it on your own. So
Emerald,
Flame of Peace Emerald. So
Irony. Yeah. Okay, basically it's your it's your Sentinel, and like Neyman, basically it's a perfect guard type.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
after same thing, when you guard for your Vanguard, drop 1, nullifies the attack. Yeah. At the same time, just like Neyman, it's a draw.
No, it's a draw then draw. I believe Neyman is you drop first and after that you draw. This is the other way around, where you actually have to use. We actually get to draw first before you drop 1 card.
Oh.
So that's different from the legend deck, from the Ren legend deck in a way. So it plays I guess it plays to the difference between the two. So
yeah,
given that these two are the legend decks,
and it makes a lot of difference in this case, you know.
All right, so we'll go to the last card that we have here, which is the Forerunner. For the second last card, we'll go through the promo as well. So yeah. Lizard Hero Undo. Whoa.
Okay, Undo is also has a lot of changes from a vanilla 6K starter Vanguard. From the second product, it became a Forerunner and a Search Engine on GB1. Card Blast 1, move this card into Soul, search your deck for 1 grade 3 or higher
with Overlord in his name.
Overlord in his name and put it in your hand.
Then put it into your hand. So it's the same as who was that? Like gonna get good Draco Kid as well.
Yes.
Draco Kid, but you can specifically look for Chrono Jet. Grade 4 or higher with Chrono Jet in his name. So this is Overlord instead.
Right, and then the messed up thing is that it mentions Overlord only. It can be anything. As a matter of fact, this whole deck is so Overlord oriented, you can add it to almost any of your other Overlord decks.
Yes, so...
Wait, you can add it to any Overlord decks, no problem.
Yeah, absolutely no problem. Even the absolute first one from the 0-2 one as well. So
yes, correct.
Alright.
Nasty.
Nah, very, very nasty. Alright, so we haven't got a chance to show... I don't even have a show off. This is actually the Kai card right here, the clan card. Actually, the back of it will be the if you remember the Grand Blue card, which has the let's just open this up. So what are we doing here? So if you remember the Grand Blue card, the clan card, it's actually not printed with the Vanguard circle, unlike most of it, but at the same time also it's been printed new with the clan color, the nation color on it, with the clan symbol on it. So
not like the one for the first GTD06 when I first introduced it.
And they're right there, so you won't shuffle this into your deck by accident.
Yeah, I actually did that mistake before and it was not cool.
Yeah, it was not fun. It's like, what was this? Clan card? Okay, no. Yeah. I think Dempster also did it as well with Harry as also.
Yeah.
Alright, so just show off the
power token.
The power token.
The power token for the 5K is basically legend and behind is no.
Let's press. Okay, so just a reminder, I'm sure most of you know what the Ace does, but we'll go through it anyway because it's part of the legend deck. So the Ace, Supreme Heavenly Emperor Dragon, Dragonic Overlord the Ace, that's the full name. So I remember that by heart by now.
Just stick with English. We are not Dempster, so we just gotta stick with English.
Yeah, it'd be easier for us because we're not as good in reading Japanese as Dempster is. So alright, so the legends, legend. We'll just go through the legend. Whoa.
Okay.
Alright, so slow it down. Dragonic Overlord the Ace. We'll just go through the skill again. Just a reminder. So its skill is active. So the cost is counterblast 2, and you flip one Dragonic Overlord the Ace over. So if you have 2 units, so if you have 2 G units face up, you may pay the cost. No, for the turn. For the turn, right? This unit loses 1 drive, but it gets the skill. Discard 1 card from your hand and 1 card with Overlord in its name. So you gotta discard 2 cards. One of them has to be with Overlord in its name. When this unit, at the end of the battle, this unit attacks the Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit, and for the turn, this unit plus 5. So it goes from 26 to, on stand alone, it goes from 26 to 31 if it stands up again, and if you pay the cost for it to restand again. So
correct.
Right.
So making that this card has an alternative options to Legends Rearguard attack. Basically, they both do about the same job,
except this one attacks the Rearguard. So
correct.
Right. So that is the legend deck that we have for you today. So we're gonna get straight into a fight with this one. So it's a Kai legend deck, so we gotta take advantage of the fact that it's super hot right now, and we just gotta put it in the fight. So what we're gonna do is we are going to we're gonna call this video right here because this is the legend deck as it is. We'll put it straight into a fight against an opponent which you guys may look forward to. I don't know if you guys kind of figured out whether it is or not, but if you do, good job for you. But anyways, that is all that we have. So do look forward to a card fight that we will have with this deck as well. In the meantime, also to look forward to all the card fights that we have and all the content that we have, do subscribe to us here at Cosmo Vanguard, and then as well as follow us on all socials so you can keep up to date through those mediums, so that you can keep up to date with the videos that we release. So we're on Facebook at Cosmo Vanguard, we're on Twitter at Cosmos VGS, and we also have the blog as well. So if you want to see us do deck profiles for this or any of the other deck profiles of all the decks that we've showcased so far, do leave it in the comments below. Do check out the blog as well for more of that stuff. At the same time also, I think that's all that I have to say. So yes, at the same time, that's all I have to say.
Okay, so yeah, that's all we have for you today.
Yes, that's all that we have for you today, and thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoy it. Look forward to this as well. If you guys are buying it, it's in stores right now. English is releasing at this date right now. I don't have the date currently on my head right now, so it's releasing on this date. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
And now go, let the legend come back to life.
Wow, okay.